One of America's greatest poets, Robert Frost, once said, "Poetry is when emotion has found its thought, and that thought has found words." Welcome back to The Art of Living. I'm Bob Reed. Now, if you have any doubts about the healing power of artistic expression, you need to pay close attention to our next artist, Michael Guinn. He didn't know he had poetry inside of him until it came pouring out one day. Here's the remarkable story of a man who not only used the anguish in his heart as a path to his healing, but now inspires young poets to find their voices and ultimately to provide an outlet for their emotional release.
A lot of people don't expect a guy, who likes football or, doesn't look the prototype poet, to be able to inspire young children, young men. Hey, it's not so bad, this poetry thing. It's very powerful. My name is Michael Guinn. My life was transformed when I began writing poetry. It was therapeutic. It freed my soul. I became the poem, as we call it in the poetry community.
For the first annual Fort Worth Youth Poetry Slam, we have an amazing show for you guys tonight.
A poetry slam is a way of holding a poetry competition.
I had the perfect words for you. They were beautiful and sweet and eloquent.
It's a competition where poets have to write original material.
The mentions of outrageous pensions and leave you with tension and suspensions from discreet and upbeat yet noticeably weak that don't come close to my smooth yet sly, outrageous and tenacious lyrical rhymes.
They have 3 minutes to read or recite that material with a 10-second grace period.
Because what I found out about doing poetry is it's about truth. It's about you. It's about healing. You're going to write from your soul and from your spirit. I don't care what you write it.
I wrote this poem in honor of my Aunt Nancy. She died a while ago.
All you have is your heart, your soul, your own thoughts, and you're able to paint a story or paint a picture with those words. And that, to me, is more powerful than any medium of expression.
Change flows through the arteries of today's true sayers, where the poets be singers, because these prophets be painters. Thank you.
And what they get out of sharing that is the energy back from an audience who can feel their passion. And that's what most poets do it for.
The poem is entitled Love Me Nots.
It was December the 13th, 1997. I was sitting at my desk at my office.
I worked for a long time as a child abuse investigator.
I guess, my spirit couldn't take it anymore. I just broke down, started crying, and when I lifted my head, I had a pen in my hand.
She was just 11, going on 30, flirty, dirty, pregnant with HIV.
One particular case about a little girl whose mom was not a good mom.
And it's too bad that at 11, she was molested, disrespected, unprotected, left neglected, rejected, more than her body was infected.
And the little girl died very young as a result of how her mother used her to get her to support her drug habit.
And she died at 14, full blown. I can still see her name chiseled on that tombstone, Destiny Bright Eyes, 1982 to 1996. It's the reason why I write, the reason why I fight, the reason why I cry late at night, because she'll never hear your poetry.
It was a release. It was purging. It was venting. It was getting everything out I might not be able to tell anybody out on page, leaving it there, right there, and not taking it home. So it was a definite release. It was a cleansing, so to speak. My life was transformed because I had an opportunity to have an outlet for deep emotions and pain. It's driven me to want to do events like this, to inspire youth, to use it to help, battered women, to use it to help neglected children, just to get people to understand that you have a voice. You don't have to keep it inside.
This was a difficult task for me because I had nothing to write about.
How many times must I go by and you not notice me?
So as I stand there, watching you, watching me, trying to find the words to let you know that I am all right.
Wiping away the tears, I walk inside, hoping to see the stars one last time.
It enabled me to be a voice for people, and in doing so, it allowed me to, I guess, answer my calling. There you go, brother. Poetry contest, first place. My life is different now that I begin writing because I'm able to speak about things that I normally wouldn't be able to speak about in public. I'm able to sit down and form my thoughts and act and creatively write about things that and from that I'm just a freer, better, more relaxed individual.
Wow. You know who won? We all won tonight.
Something made Michael channel all his emotional pain into the simple act of creative writing. It was the transforming moment of his life. His emotions found the thoughts, and the thoughts found the words. In a single moment, he became the poem, and in that moment began his therapy. Too many people live a life burdened with emotional scars that they think will never heal. But the truth is, healing can happen if you find a way to release the emotional pain. For a lot of people, artistic expression is the perfect answer and offers hope for those in pain. Stay tuned. The Art of Living will return in a moment.